Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Here with Thomas, and
what's up, guys?
We got a little bit of a different video for you guys. We're gonna go over the top 3 waterfowl hunts of the season, our top picks.
Top 3 videos. So these weren't per se some of them are our best hunts, but there's a couple others that would probably be in here, but we just didn't get videos of, at least for me.
Yeah, so we just want to recap with the actual footage of our individual picks. So we're gonna start at 3, work our way down to our best one of the season, and I'll put links up here for each video that we're talking about. So we don't know each other's. He doesn't know what I picked. I don't know what he picks in.
It's a big secret.
Tom's gonna go ahead and start.
Shh. He's gonna find out right now. All right, so it was kind of hard deciding which ones to go with, but at number 3, I have the video titles Insane Early Goose Hunt in Cali. The whole thing itself was kind of crazy because I was at work, and actually I was working late, and I kept hearing geese flying, and I didn't really think too much about it. I was busy, and we finished up our job, and I was headed back to our yard, and I was driving by this field. All of a sudden I see several hundred Canadian geese in this cut cornfield. I was kind of freaking out. I was like, it was right by a dairy, but it was a big enough field where it'd be safe to hunt, you know? So I was like, man. So I saw this car pulling out, and I was like, hey, do you know who owns this field? You know, they pointed me in the direction. So I went over there, and I was not expecting anything out of it. You know, it's very tough to get permission around here, you know? So a guy answered, he's all, yeah, I'm the owner. And I was like, you know, talked to him a little bit, introduced myself. And he's like, yeah, go ahead, absolutely. So I think it was like 5 days we had to wait, right? It was something like that.
Something like that, like a week.
Yeah, so it was like the week before opening. I was a little bit, and I know Tice was for sure skeptical. You know, like how they could be gone by the time it gets here, you know, not wanting to get your hopes up, you know. You know the chances of having an awesome hunt is there, but you don't want to be heartbroken pretty much. And we had just got some HTR layout, were there layout blinds, right? Mm-hmm. So luckily, a friend of ours, Jordan, hooked us up with some HTR Innovation layout blinds, and we took those out there. We kind of dug in, got hidden, and sure enough, here they come. Man, it was such a fun time, especially because it was the first time we got to hunt. You know what I mean? It was before duck opener. We got to hunt, and it was private. You know what I mean? Like all these things, all the little pieces that have to come in to have to work, were working for us. You know what I mean? If one little thing's off, it can just mess everything up. So, you know, in the video, we pretty much were pass shooting. But these birds were only like 15, 20, 25 yards high. I mean, close. And they had no idea. You know, they were not ready. I mean, these were not used to being shot at. And what I really love about it is a lot of the shot cams. You're getting doubles, triples. You're seeing 2, 3, 4 geese just get hammered. So a lot of people like that because, I mean, just honkers are so tough. You know what I mean? Just their necks are folding back. They're just stoned. You know what I mean? And it's that satisfying feeling. But yeah. I guess one of the best parts was just the fast action. Like it was a short window. But it was just like fast action, you know. You're shooting, loading, here comes another wave. You know what I mean? And they're close. It was just a blast. That was so fun, you know. Yeah.
All right, my third best, I feel like, hunt, and it was really hard to pick, like Tom said, was the unexpected successful public land duck hunt. That was a hunt with my girls. I had Vivian and Violet out there. Vivian's 11, Violet's 7. And I decided that day to take it out. I think it was a week after season. And I just thought, you know, I'm just going to take them out in this perfect time. It's warm. and I'm gonna get him out there. Weather's good and mild, and I'm gonna get a stand-up blind. I just thought it'd be kind of fun. I was gonna make a video whether we killed something or not, but I was really hoping we'd kill something because I wanted them to see me shoot something. They have before longer ago. And so a little bit of pressure was on me, and I missed 2 birds originally. You see me miss a couple birds, and anyways, I ended up knocking one down.
Got him. Rocky. Yes.
And I shot one Drake greenwing. I was pretty stoked just because I wanted to kill somebody. I want to go out there skunked with the girls coming. And dropped him. Rocky was first time hunting out of a stand-up blind, so he was in his own little box over there, and he did perfect. He didn't break or anything. And it was funny because all of a sudden I seen a Drake and a hen, and I called to him, and they actually turned, started coming back. So instantly I told the girls, don't move or don't talk.
There's another one coming. Don't move or talk.
Like, it got serious because now it's mallards. I said, don't move, don't talk. And they didn't say nothing. They come around, and man, they're just barely flapping, like not committing to lock up. I lead the Drake, and the Drake was kind of to the lower in the back, and I just fold him and actually hit her, and I scotch doubled on those mallards.
Rocky, I just doubled on mallards, baby.
And I didn't limit. That's all I shot. I shot 3 birds. And it's just the moment of that with the girls there. It was just like a super cool moment. And then, and Rocky found both over in the weeds. So,
Yes, baby. Fetch it up. Yeah. Good boy here. Yes. Come on, fetch it up. Fetch her up. Oh, right there. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, baby.
I would say that's my third best.
Yeah, you don't always
season.
have to limit out. Something special
Yeah.
can trump a limit.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's my third best. Guys, don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel.
Number 2. It's called We Are in Mallard Heaven.
Number 2. That's number 2, huh?
Yeah. If you don't know us, we're a little partial to mallards. I don't know what it is. I just love hunting mallards. And so in this video, we're actually in Washington. I will say the number one good thing about this video while we were there, the whole trip pretty much, is bird numbers. So when you get somewhere, especially if you're going to drive out of state, and we were kind of, not 100% knowing exactly the location we were going to stay at, we get to this spot and there's just ungodly amounts of birds. I mean, thousands. So we were very excited for that once we got there. It's fun being on a trip where your sole purpose is to hunt. Mm-hmm. I can't remember how long that trip was. 7 a week.
Yeah,
give or take.
It was 7 or 8. I think it was 8 days.
Of solid duck hunting.
Yeah, and hunting every day.
Yeah. And some of our friends think we're crazy. It's like that. It's so awesome. Like literally, you're just hunting. Mm-hmm. That's all you're doing. You're just hunting. Fun hunting in a new area, different environment. It was a lot different than what we normally hunt. We were able to hunt off the shore.
Oh, catch him, Thomas! Oh, you almost got him.
I know a lot of other people do that, but we don't really get to do that a lot here. Our public areas, we don't really get to do that. So the thing that can make a hunt and also a video so great, you know what I mean, is there's not a lot of competition where we were at. Birds were able to work without somebody else over here shooting at other birds, and then there's nothing wrong with that. But when there's no hunters around, it was just awesome to see birds get really close, work us, land in our decoys.
Ooh. Goodness gracious. Smashed him, boy.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, you only pass shoot and blah, blah, blah. That's fine. The comments don't really matter. That's just the way where our local areas are. they're that way. I mean, we wish they weren't, but most of the time, there's nothing you can do about it. So it was awesome being somewhere like that where there wasn't a lot of guys. Mallards were just cupped in your face, you know, committed, responded to calls.
Town said he was the one calling him in.
I didn't even hear him calling.
Who's your Mallard daddy? As they come closer, you gotta tone it down a little bit and just seduce them. That's why they call it seduction.
Hey.
Seduction.
Just everything you imagine a good duck hunt to be, this video was that, you know. And to top it off, we were with a lot of good friends, and that really makes a hunt too. We had, you know, Travis, Colton, Talon, me, Titus, Rocky was there. Rocky got to have a lot of good work.
Back. Back. You didn't hit him.
No, he was behind him.
Yeah, every shot.
Hey, buddy. Good boy.
It was just a great video and a great hunt and a great trip, to be honest with you. A lot of good memories on that. Look forward to going again next year.
My number 2 was actually your number 3 was that insane early goose hunt in California. That was really awesome. Like Tom said, he got permission and we had some time to spare before the openers, so we really patterned the birds and was really trying to line up because we knew it'd be past shooting like Thomas said, but we were out there to make sure the night before. You can see Travis is getting all amped up. He's eyeballing the birds there. We're just trying to give clips to you guys and show you parts of it as we're describing it. But we knew that we had a 20-minute window, and that was the thing. And that's another thing people were saying in the comments down below. People were like, oh, you know, if you would have put decoys out, you could have had them in the decoys, or I could have decoyed those birds or whatever. That's great for you guys. But let's say if you're trying to work and get birds right in the decoys, it just takes a little bit more time, especially if they circle, if they don't come straight in. We already had them patterned. We knew they were corners, like Tom said, 15, 20 yards. We're going to shoot them. Bam. And that's exactly what happened. In that, I kind of described, probably the best I felt like I ever did, describe the passion for duck hunting. It's hard to explain, to put into words to anybody, but it's like time stands still. You're breathing, all your senses are like super magnified. You can like almost hear yourself breathing. You can hear your heartbeat in the middle of that. Travis. Okay, Travis. This is what we deal with all the time with him. So spun up, so amped out like he always is. And he's just over there doing his little bob and weed dancing, his little...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, too, about the band he snuck on that.
Well, you're cutting
am I cutting into you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And so that first volley came in, and I put that pounding in the chest, you know, the beating, kind of exaggerate that a little bit, obviously, and... And that's because that's how it literally felt. I know we all probably did.
Everybody, every hunter feels that.
Man, they just come in that first volley, and I think we took down 5 or something or whatever. I don't remember exactly. It was unreal. And Tom said like they had no idea. They never broke a wing beat. They never stopped. And we shot decent actually. I don't think we shot really good, like I said.
Yeah.
I think I could have shot a little bit better, but we all got doubles.
I got that last one. Oh.
A few times, and really we only had like 6 passes.
Yeah. I actually shot
Total.
a triple.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was watching that. Well, I was watching that again the day, and that third one I never.
You don't think it was me?
Well, no, I never seen it go down. It hit, and then it flew to the left, and I thought, because you go, woo, I got 3.
Woo! I got 3. One down. Boom. I know. Load up.
But I think, if I remember right, there were 6 birds, so I think you did get 3. So I don't know if he just kind of do like a honker does, kind of does this and went out frame. So he might have went down.
I'm really positive we
Yeah.
got all that.
You said that, but I'd never seen that third one fall,
Yeah.
so I thought. But I remember.
Does the video just cut or?
Well, what it is, it goes out of your frame.
Oh, my shot cam.
No, you were with the GoPro.
GoPro.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
I think he probably went down behind us, but
Yeah.
you can't tell. I always thought that when I edited that video too.
Yeah.
But if you look at the numbers, what was our total? I think it was 18.
19.
It was 19.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
19.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
And if you do the math on the volleys, what everyone shot, I'm pretty sure it was a triple you shot on that one. Anyways, we were using 3-4 shot. People were thinking we're crazy, we're stupid, and when you're that close, man. Plus, we were shooting the heavy metal.
The heavy metals, the 3-4 shot.
It's proven itself. We don't need to say
Yeah.
any more about that. And then, like Tom
You
said,
can say whatever you want.
he tricked him at the end.
Hey, it's my lease, my band, boys.
One of those guys.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You did? You brought one, huh?
Yeah.
I checked him before I knew. Get him! Get him! Did you really, Travis? That was a mess.
Completely threw him off,
Dirty
and
dog.
love it.
That was jacked up. I don't feel bad either.
It's my lease, my band, boys.
Nah, whatever. Hey, if you guys are liking this and want us to do something like this, maybe a recap at the end of every season, give this video a thumbs up. And down below in the comments, tell us your guys' best hunt that you had this 2019-2020 season. Tell us a little bit about it in the comments below.
We need location. We need date and time. We need Onyx Maps location. No, I'm just
GPS
kidding.
coordinates.
I'm just kidding.
All right, brother. Go ahead.
All right.
Dun, 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 drum roll.
Yeah. Okay, so my all-time most memorable videoed hunt of this last season is. You know what it is? know.
Same as mine.
Don't like. The video title is Best Refuge Duck Hunt of the Season. And the title is very accurate and for a lot of reasons. This hunt was towards the end of our season. Titus actually got good, not the best, but a pretty good resi.
And it was on because it was on a Saturday.
Right.
That made it not as good.
So for us, you know, Saturdays.
What number did I have? Was it
I want to say
11 or 12?
I want to say 10, but it
10?
yeah, it could have
Something
been.
like that.
So it wasn't a top 5, but it was 10. So, you know, it was good, but it was kind of, at that point, it's kind of up in the air. You know what I mean? Of where you're going to get. So anyways, we had, in this spot, we were able to take 4 of us. So that's, you know, that was a lot of fun. Jake went with us. Travis was with us. It was really fun hunting with Jake. He was actually, he made it a lot of fun. So I guess I got ahead of myself. Titus had that number 10. And when we got up to the front to get our spot for the day, there was a blind there that was open. That's a very special spot for us. We've been there before. We've had great hunts there before, and we were shocked that it was still available.
Yeah.
So we got up to the counter and we said, absolutely, we're taking this spot. It was almost unbelievable. At that point, we got really lucky. Some people that weren't very, very familiar with the refuge got high resis, so they picked some spots based on numbers. Right.
Yeah.
So we got really lucky. I mean, unbelievably so. We get this spot that we thought we'd never get. Emotions are an all-time high at that point. You know what I mean? Because we were already kind of banking on this to be one of our last hurrahs, if you will.
It's probably going to be our last main hunt, so we're hoping for a good one today.
We get out there. We had a big spread with us, which was great for this area. Luckily, we brought most of our decoys in case of hunting big water. We had some good movement decoys out there. It was actually foggy, which helped us a little bit. It kind of slowed it down, but birds kept flying. It was just one of those days that everything went right. Like, there's some days where you feel like everything should go right, but it all goes wrong. This was just one of those days where it was so easy, you know, because the birds were there. They wanted that spot, you know. It was so awesome. We were all able to limit short of 2 birds, and I actually was pretty lucky that day. I had some pretty good shooting that day. I shot a triple.
I just crushed that one too.
Which I was like stoked about. That was actually my first Refuge triple. I've shot a triple in Canada. That was on a guided thing. That don't really count. And that goose hunt, but never on a Refuge with ducks. It was two gadwalls and a shoveler that I tripled on, and I was stoked.
Me and you did.
I tripled.
Yeah, shoot. How many birds did we get? Five.
And what that was kind of nice for is at that point, I was able to grab the camera and video the other guy shooting. And I really like that footage. You know, we struggle a lot of times with, we still want to hunt. We want to get video footage, you know, but we still want to hunt at the same time. So sometimes you're kind of stuck with the GoPro or the shot cam footage, and it's hard to have some actual good camera quality footage. But it was really fun, you know, videoing Travis right behind his shoulder shooting, or Jake or you. It was just a fun time. I mean, it was just a great time with friends. Good shooting, good birds. It was just awesome.
Some of us.
Drake.
Excuse me.
All Drake limit on that hunt. You know, we all got a pintail. I ended up with a pintail, Drake widgeon, 3 Drake gadwalls, and 2 Drake shovelers, which is like the epitome of what you're going to shoot at the Refuge we were at. That was a really great hunt. That's definitely my most memorable as far as videoed hunts.
I'm going to go with my number 1 hunt is the best Refuge duck hunt of the season. That's mine too. Like Thomas said, the group. I kind of get harassed and given a hard time. I use this term best friend and stuff, but I mean, I'm really close to Jake, really close to Travis. I consider them my best friends, and then my brother Thomas, and just that group. Jake hasn't been hunting as long, and he's just already like hook, line, and sinker. Thomas, he's long gone. Travis is the one that got me into it, so he's sunk for addiction to duck hunting. So
He's got a problem.
Who's your Mallard daddy? Seduce him. That's why they call it seduction.
when you got 4 guys that are like this passionate about it, you're gonna have a good time. So that was really fun. It started out a little slow, like Thomas said. We got this spot, and I really never dream of getting this spot. Like, there's no way, because people always pick this one, but the numbers had been to be low, and it started out a little slow because it was foggy. I never really got worried. I don't know if Jake or Travis did. I almost kind of think Travis was a little bit, maybe.
I wasn't.
But I wasn't. But I was like, okay, when is it gonna kick off? You know, is this gonna be late? You know, and it really, that spot we had, if it was like it was normal, we could have limited and been gone there way earlier.
Yeah.
But it made it
the
slow.
fog, yeah.
But it also got them in a little closer too. The pintails were in so close, it was ridiculous. And just we're like, man, I wish the pintail limit was 2 and not 1. So bad. And just folding that one pintail that we all got our pintails, and I just, when that thing was swinging in front of me, and I just
Sit. Rocky.
the confidence at the end of your season shooting is just so nice to have. I wish you could start out like that, because it's like, I don't know, you just don't have no doubt you're just gonna crush it.
Yeah.
You know.
I honestly feel like I shot better this season with my new gun.
Yeah. Well, duh, it's an A5. What do you think?
No, seriously though, I really do. Like with the A5 and the heavy metal number 4s, 3-inch number 4s, I feel like I shot so much better this year than previous years.
Yeah, you shot him this year. I feel like shot cams helped me out a lot over the last couple years. I really do. It's helped me see the lead and be more confident. And also, I'm gonna have some videos on shot string. If you start realizing shot string, it'll make your shooting so much better. But anyways, we won't get into that. But pintails were in close. Majority was widgeon, which is awesome. We're suckers for widgeon, so we shot a lot of widgeon. And then, like I said, accuracy, everybody shot pretty good. And then the trash talking, that part of it really just made me crack up, because the part I watched it again today and just started dying laughing when Jake said, or I'll play that part right here.
Epic fail.
We'll leave that out of the video.
Oh my god. I had it right there. I'm like, yes, yes.
I should have backed him up, I guess.
Dude, you got the best gun in your hands right there. Thing's on fire right now.
Because he only had
Why
2
didn't you
birds.
shoot?
He had only 2 birds, and I didn't want to seem like I was greedy. So I was like, okay, he's got this bird. He's got dead to rights. It's right there. 20 yards? What, 15 yards?
I don't know about 15.
Was this in the video now?
Yo, this is definitely in the
There's
video.
your pin.
Even Rocky's upset.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Well, I should have had him.
That would be really bad.
Hold that camera up. Let me shoot it.
And he just kept going. I could throw it up. You wouldn't hit it.
Let's try it.
So that part cracked me up, and I still laugh to this day, and just having the memory of that. And then Rocky hit his 200th retrieve.
Congratulations to Stud Muffin McGee. That was his 200th retrieve of the season.
Which he ended up with 260 something, I think, by the end. You know, he did a really good job. So that was kind of a monument for me. Tom was tripled. That was really cool. I actually didn't obviously see it because I shot at double, and there was 5 birds that come in. So we had a little small rain out, which rain outs, in my opinion, a lot more birds than that. But it was cool. Every bird that came in pretty much went down. So, and then just that satisfying moment as we're all cracking the Mountain Dews.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the Mountain Dew, but it was just the success.
Here's to you guys.
Thingy in there.
You know, and we're just slurping, and then looking back now, you know, slurping those Mountain Dews down and just looking at each other. And we'll talk about that more as years go on. You know, we enjoyed it in the moment, but as the time goes on, it's going to be something we talk about a lot. And so check out our podcast if you haven't, the MVM Show. We put one out every single week. We try to get as much guests as we can. It's not always possible, but we get guests on there. We got some really cool guests coming up soon. If you haven't heard of it, I'll put a link down in the description. Also, just type in iTunes or Spotify or Stitcher, any of those. Type in the MVM Show, and you guys will be able to pull that up. Check it out if you want to drive down the road and listen to some waterfowl talk. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like I said, if you don't mind, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next one.